Welcome to Fresh Foods for Families. This is a presentation of whole foods that's going to be something really easy for moms and dads and whoever prepares the food at home. It's healthy food. It's Jen Karlowitz, our chef, who will be explaining more about it. One of the reasons why Genevieve's Helping Hands does this program is because this was one of Genevieve's passions. When she was diagnosed, she was very passionate about changing your diet, changing your cleaning habits, and I was just talking to Sarah, who told me she does what she does because of Genevieve. And so we really want to keep that whole idea going strong about how healthy eating can keep you healthy and your kids and develop really good eating habits. Because Ava and Elise to this day go for the vegetables, they go for the hummus, they go for the fruit. They're not into cookies and the crackers. So when the kids start young, you really can, help their taste buds crave the good stuff and not just all the sugar and the salt. Once again, everybody, please take one of these home. I know the temptation is to take it and throw in the back of the car, but we really want to get the word out about Genevieve's Helping Hands, and then we're helping moms. The last time I was here, I talked about young women get breast cancer too, and how the feeling was diagnosis of young women as stage 4 had gone down. I can tell you that from our charity's point of view, that is not true. We have received 6 applications since November, and 5 out of the 6 were stage 4 at diagnosis. Every single one of these moms were like 35, 37. And one of the moms we're helping right now is 31, 3-year-old and 5-year-old, and unfortunately she's chemo-resistant. So I don't know what's wrong with doctors today, but you really, really need to promote yourselves, and please promote us, because that's one of our passions also, is to talking to moms. If you know any other groups that might be interested in Young Women Get Breast Cancer Too or a cooking program, please let me know.
I've cooked in great cities like Phoenix, Kansas City, Washington, D.C. Mainly my experience is in hotels. I'm here because of the military. My husband's been stationed here for almost 10 years. And I'm really glad that I can continue my profession here and do things like this. I am part of this group because I was Genevieve's personal chef for the couple of years that she battled cancer. When she came to me, she asked if I could cook healthy for her. I told her it wasn't in my background. I have a French culinary degree. She convinced me I could, so I really gave myself a crash course in cooking healthy. And it's carried over into my life. And it's how I try to feed my family. As I demonstrate this stuff, I'm going to give you tips and tricks and tell you about what I do professionally and at home. And I also want to give you all the grace to do what works for your family. Do I eat like this every day? No, I don't. Do I not purchase convenience foods? No, I still do. So give yourself some graces as we go through these foods. We're really going to throw some healthy food at you and some healthy concepts.
A dietitian, but I do have a master's degree in nutrition science. So I'm just here to kind of give you a little information about some of the nutritional info, and maybe talk about, different diets. I know you guys have all heard about a lot of different diets these days with the paleo diet and the keto diet and all sorts of different stuff. And so we can just talk about the nutritional value of different foods and what might be right for you and your family. And that's about it.
She's the brain of this group. I'm the flavor and texture. So anyway, all right. So on the table, folks, we've got this is a recipe guide. It has a couple of pages of resources that I personally like. It has tips and tricks that have just come out of my head over the years. So this is a great guide for you guys to take home. Then there is also a smaller packet here. This is going to have the recipes for the quiche that is back there on that table, and also the harvest quinoa kale salad, which is what I'm going to demonstrate here. And I think there's a little bit of overlap in some of the stuff that made it into your packet as opposed to this, but that's all right. There's also a great section on spices and how different ethnicities use spices to flavor their food, so kind of a nice guide there. All right, let's talk about breakfast actually. So the quiche that hopefully you all tried, did you like it?
Yeah.
Does it look like a quiche that you get at a little French cafe? I hope not. I hope it was a robust, veggie-loaded, flavor-loaded quiche. So there's a recipe in the packet for that quiche. Very, very simply, it's a dozen eggs, it's a cup of full-fat yogurt, it can be Greek or regular yogurt, and then it's a tablespoon of cornstarch. Now what that yogurt does is it lightens it up so it's not so heavy, because traditional quiche has heavy cream in it, right? And then it also reduces the baking time by almost half. And as you see, I loaded that with almost every vegetable you can imagine. Pick quick cooking vegetables, thinly sliced broccoli, use sauteed mushrooms and onions, spinach goes in raw, tomatoes, fresh herbs, dried herbs, salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder. It's really an opportunity to use whatever you want. And it's also a great opportunity to get rid of some odds and end veggies that are in your fridge. Quiche is great room temperature, it's great heated up, it's great for breakfast, lunch, dinner, pair it with a salad, okay? Use really high quality eggs. We can't stress this enough with your dairy, with your meats, with your eggs. High quality is what you're looking for, okay? So you may say, well, my kids aren't gonna eat all this with all these veggies in it. Make just a plain cheese quiche for them. They're gonna get some great nutrition, it's gonna fill up their bellies, okay? So hope you liked that quiche. Yes.
Can you just, sorry, I'm running out of questions.
No,
Say
please.
high quality eggs. Can you give me your rundown on what exactly high quality eggs?
I like to get local eggs, but you need to make sure that they're not just going to the feed store and getting a corn, chicken feed. Pastured is best, where they're allowed to scratch and dig up worms and grubs and things like that when they're fed kitchen scraps. So whoever you buy them from, just because they're local doesn't mean they're really any different than the farm or the factory raised ones where they're just fed a corn-based diet.
You'll see at the grocery store too, sometimes they'll say cage-free, but if you look at a picture of what a cage-free chicken is, it's really not what you think. They are still crowded. They're not, they don't have bars, but they are still crowded and they're not free range,